time to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
Welcome to Soft Launch, episode 61.
Yes.
61. We're having fun and we're low on funds.
Yeah. Are we having fun?
Yeah. Low on fun, low on funds, low on energy, low on general positivity to be alive. But we're here.
We're here.
We're plugging away at it, and we're happy, always happy to give you guys some more of the Soft Launch podcast. I am JC Mendoza.
I am Samantha Santos.
And we're just gonna jump right into our first segment.
One thing about we.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing about us is we just had a nice little 20-minute pregame conversation.
Yeah.
And we are not feeling our best.
No.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Because in life, it's not always going to be your best. I remember one thing about me, I had a show at New York Comedy Club this weekend, and Alex Quo was on the show. Shout out to our guy, Alex Quo.
Yes, shout him. I love him.
And however positive people think I am around comedy, Alex Quo actually is. You know what I'm saying?
He is truly one of my favorite people to be around because he is just all smiles, even when he shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. He's just nothing but the happiest, bubbliest, most positive guy.
Yeah, you would never know he just came from dropping off a bitch that won't give him any pussy to the airport.
Yeah, to JFK, and he lives by Newark. You know what I'm saying? The kid is a hopeless
kid's not screwed in.
But I say that to say, he's such a ball of positivity and energy anytime I see him.
Yeah.
To the point where I asked him, like, brother, do you ever go home and be like, today wasn't a good day? When you're by yourself and nobody's around, are you ever honest?
Yeah, what did he say?
And he just started laughing. He was like, you know what? No, I don't.
You know what's absolutely insane? That makes me, like, I talk to him and he's always so excited. And then it's like his mom died a few years ago.
I know, man.
And he's like always in a good mood. And I've asked him, like, serious. I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
And he's like, Sam, like, life is short. Life is a beautiful thing.
Facts, bro.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It's just, whether it's real or even a defense mechanism, you know, to guard from the real negative feelings, there is value in that positivity.
Yeah, there is.
And it's one thing to be lying, but if that's how you live your life, then more power to you.
Yeah. And I believe it is genuine, to be honest.
For sure. And I say that to say that, you know, we try to be positive. Sometimes we don't feel that, and it's okay too, you know?
Yeah.
We will come out on the other side of everything that we're going through, and so will you at home. But one thing about me this week is that I feel like I need a fucking vacation.
Yeah, that was going to be my one thing.
Was it really? I texted my group chat when I texted my group chat yesterday, and Jose was just asking me like how my night was going. I was on my second show, and I was like, man, I'm tired. I need a vacation, but I need money more than I need a vacation.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like I'm at in my life.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like it's been a pretty good, consistent grind all year.
Yeah.
We've been doing the shows, doing the pod, cranking it out.
Yeah.
You know, if once I do my year recap, like in the amount of episodes and fucking clips that we did, I'm going to be proud.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be super proud because it's honestly been... We haven't taken a vacation since November, but November also marks when we started really being consistent because we were in Aruba on vacation and be like, no more fucking games. Yeah. Like every week we post a clip. I think the only week, 2 times that we didn't was obviously your grandma.
Yeah.
And we still posted a clip.
Yeah, we did.
And there was another week that I think we just were like having
my birthday.
A mental health. We were having a
mental health one? Yeah, probably.
But we've been super consistent.
Super.
And dire need for fucking vacation. Get me the fuck out of this city.
Yeah, if you guys have any fucking flight deals, if everybody that we know seems to be going to Japan.
Yeah, is there something? What the fuck is going on?
Gabe went to Japan this year too, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Gabe went to Japan. We have like 7 or 8 friends that have gone to Japan.
Yeah, and we have one that's about to go.
Yeah, and it's like, brothers, Doro arigato. Tell us to sail pronto.
I actually got a deal. I got a thing on my phone for JetBlue.
Yeah, maybe that's what everybody's
maybe we need
doing.
to, no, not for Tokyo, but for like a bunch of different places. So maybe we look into that.
Yeah, also the one little fake getaway we tried to do was fucking...
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Absolutely ruined because the fucking place was a mess.
Yeah, because it was infested.
Yeah, it's a joke. But, you know... Yeah, we're in the trenches, guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a fun episode, but more paramount to that, we're gonna have an honest episode.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know if you're actually open to do this. I'll just float it, and if you're not, feel free.
Yeah.
You want to just ping pong back and forth things we're feeling like a little insecure about?
I don't know that that's gonna make for a good episode, but
for me,
let's first talk about good things. Okay.
Okay, go.
For every negative thing we say, we have to say a positive thing.
Okay, all right. Do I have to say a positive thing for my life? How about this? How about I say a negative thing about my life, and then you make me feel good about it. Then you say a negative thing about your life, and I'll make you feel good about it.
Okay.
All right.
You can start.
We're playing tennis for the U.S. Open. I don't feel as close to my best friends because I've been working so much in comedy that I feel like I have allowed our relationships to suffer because I don't want to take days off at work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I was literally going to say to you that I think you're an amazing friend, and that even, you know, you wake up and the first thing you do is go to talk to your friends, and you're very, I feel like intentional. I think for me, I feel like it's more that you guys are getting older and your relationships are going to look a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I think that you're a good friend. I mean, obviously we can always do better.
Yeah.
But I think you're a great friend.
I feel like I agree with what you're saying about getting older and friendships and relationships looking different. But I feel like I'm at the part of my life where I don't know if it's life that's changing the circumstance of our friendship or if it's my negligence that's changing the circumstances of my friendship.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm generally not a person of convenience, but I don't have a lot of urgency often when it comes to my personal relationships because I think everything's going to work out.
Yeah.
And I know that that's a capacity that I have, and I don't know if that's manifesting itself in a real way that I'm painting as positive because I'm not doing nothing while I'm not seeing my friends, but like, is that still okay?
Yeah.
So that's a thing that's really been weighing on me like the last couple months, especially.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's okay, baby.
So maybe we take a vacation with a couple of your friends.
Yeah, maybe we do that. And I feel like, there's been things that they've been putting on my radar, like they want to do it, and I'm not as responsive about getting back to it. And I just
all right. Well, if they're good
great.
friends, they'll be listening to this episode, then we'll just maybe go on a vacation with them.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
You anything?
Yeah.
Go for it, boo.
I'm on the verge of tears.
Yeah,
so.
I got emotional already, and I wasn't expecting it. And you guys can't see this because another thing that we're insecure about, the quality of our camera's not good enough.
Yeah.
And one of our comedy friends told us that. And but if this was an HD camera, you would see a little tear welling up right here in my left eye.
Yeah, so I'm feeling insecure about the fact that I don't think anybody that I consider a friend, outside of David, who's listening to this, but also not him.
David, yeah.
Anyone that I'm friends with, or I don't feel supported, or that they believe in me, my friends or my family.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that you feel that way, and I understand how that feeling can come to be, but I don't think that if questioned and prompted, anybody in your life actually believes that. I think that there are things that you need done as a friend to receive. You need that you need from them that they might not be doing, but I don't think their true belief is that you are not funny or not good enough or not destined to make it in this business. I think collectively they might be but collectively they might be subscribing to the same style of friendship that I am being harsh on myself for, and believing that it's going to work out regardless of what they do, and not realizing that they may, for you, could be doing more.
Yeah.
And I feel like, we are both on different sides of that in our respective friend groups.
Yeah.
So to make you feel better and to challenge that, I don't think that's what anybody believes. I know that's not what anybody believes, but they just don't know not that they don't know, but they're not doing their part in what can help.
Yeah.
And that's, I feel like a lot of people that I talk to in art and this field of entertainment go through that with their friends and family.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Yeah. It's gonna make me feel a type of way when I've made it, and then they start sharing my motherfucking content.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's oh.
Sometimes I feel like I understand what you're saying, and I'm sorry you feel that way, but know that it's not a belief. It's not their action or inaction doesn't come from a root belief that they don't believe in you.
Yeah.
That's just not that's not what's registering in their life. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't make it easier to handle, but it's not about your talent.
Yeah.
And, it's easy for me to say, but that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And, I feel like even now, like I feel bad asking my friends sometimes to share my shit. I post it all the time, but man, I ask for their fucking energy every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure even though it costs nothing to do it, like it still gets old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, the difference is I don't ask anybody to do anything, so it shouldn't feel old.
I get it. I know.
Yeah.
It's tough. But it's honest, and we don't start this episode for you guys to be negative at home.
No.
We hope you feel seen, because I feel like sometimes we get on this pod and we turn it on.
Yeah,
when we don't necessarily have it. And today's a tough day for the both of us.
Yeah.
And, it's just the reality of you asked for a couple things about us, and one thing about us, we're having a tough little day.
We're having a tough day.
Tough little day. You want to keep going?
We could do one more each.
We could do one more each. Shit, man. I am nervous long term about money, of course, and money coming in. And while I'm doing better now than I was this time last year, which is 2 times better than I was 2 years ago, and everything is progressing at a normal rate in this business, I worry that where I'm at in my life and the things that I want to do versus where I am in comedy and the things I want to do there and what it can bring back, I am nervous long term about what a realistic life looks like for me and how I can make it work.
Yeah.
Not worried about whether I have what it takes. I just worry about time.
Yeah.
Always worry about time. And it's like, you know, some days it's easier to be positive than other days.
Yeah.
Because reality is so real. And then, you know, when I have those thoughts, I feel like I'm doubting myself as a creative, and I feel nervous to talk about it with my friends because, you know, as good of guy friends as I have, you know, we have such a toxic thing to be like, nah, you can't talk like that. You can't feel like that. You got to push through. And that's not what they would necessarily do to me. But it's like, you know, sometimes I just want to be sad.
Yeah.
And I get nervous that that's weakness.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not weakness. It's important to feel your feelings. Otherwise, it's called suppressing, which I am an A+ student at doing.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think you need to really worry because you are the hardest working person I know.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah, you really are. And you have this negative notion about who you used to be, who does not exist anymore. I've never met that guy. And you know, what is meant for you is coming for you. It just might not be as quickly as you think.
Yeah.
But who knows? It could be tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's important to keep positive and keep pushing.
Yeah, it won't be tomorrow, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope it is.
Yeah, me too. But
Just kidding.
No chance.
No, yeah,
0% chance.
Yeah. For me, I am been feeling big, heavy feelings about, you know, what I'm going to have to choose in my life. And, you know, you can't have it all.
Yeah.
So a lot for me is, what I feel heavy about is like, you know, I'm getting older, older than you, and I'm worried that I have to, you know, choose between my comedy career or, you know, eventually having a family. And that weighs very heavy on me because I don't know if, you know, it becomes that I choose comedy. I don't know if I'll regret that in the long term.
Yeah.
And then if I choose a kid, I don't know if I'm going to regret not choosing, you know, comedy in the long term. So it is a very, very big feeling.
I understand how heavy that feels for you. And, you know, words can't necessarily dissuade insecurities, but something that I feel very strongly about that, you know, I don't know if it's just because it's easier for me to feel this way or it's just my outlook on life. I feel like no matter what we choose, because it's, you know, while to a degree they're your decisions, we are building this together. And every version of whatever we choose to do ends up with us together. And in that, for me, there is like a ridiculous amount of comfort. And I hope that you can feel how confident I am in us, no matter what happens, no matter what our family looks like, that we will have one. No matter what our career looks like, that we will have one. You know, and I can't call where we're going to land, but I know that we're going to land there as a unit. And that makes me feel, that puts me like I know I'm in a different part of my life than you, like biologically, but that makes me feel that puts me at so much peace, you know, that, you know, I know just like you told me it might not look the way you thought it was going to look or come when you thought it was going to come, but it will happen. And that's something that I'm very confident in. So, you know, easy for me to say, but I feel like this is the hardest part of life is finding this.
Yeah.
And, you know, working backwards from here is a decision and it's a choice and it's going to make our life look different. But most people work towards this and they settle everything else along the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas I feel like obviously though we're working towards this, we have something special here and we're working backwards. And I have comfort in that, like, you know, people do all these things ultimately to find somebody to share it with. Yeah. And to have that person that you're sharing with and then build from there, it's just different, but it's going to be beautiful no matter what it actually looks like.
Thank you.
That I hope you can find comfort in that too, because that, for me, that's like the most liberating thought that I have on a daily basis is that, oh man, this could be, imagine doing this alone.
Yeah.
And, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I could, and you could too, and it would look away, but shit, man,
but I wouldn't want it.
I shudder to think about when that day of realization would come for me not having you.
Yeah.
So whatever it looks like, baby, I know we're going to be good, man.
Yeah.
And I know it's I don't say that to a toxic degree to not ever worry about anything, but I do find comfort in that on my tough days.
Yes.
And I do love you, and I do believe in us.
Yes.
Oh man, so one thing about us, guys.
One thing about us, we're just feeling a little emotional. I do want to say end on a positive note.
Little posy.
We had this Labor Day weekend, and so we had today off. We didn't do anything with our day today, but yesterday I went to brunch with David, who I talk about all the time on the podcast, but he's my bestie. But
Shout out to DP, David Pens.
Yeah, and I just yesterday came home and I was like, I feel so grateful.
Yeah.
That it's I feel grateful in my life that I've had I have my romantic soulmate, but I also have my other soulmate. And I feel yesterday was just such a we just ate brunch. We went to Sephora, smelled some perfumes and colognes, and then just went to TJ Maxx and fucking vibed out together. Yeah. And just so much fun. And, even when I'm feeling at my worst, I'm like, I am surrounded by really good people. And I, don't necessarily have the largest group of friends, but I do feel very, very blessed that I have David above all. And I feel like, David has been through every
part of life with you.
Part of my life with me. We have been friends since I was 15. Yeah. And he was 16, and it's it's a blessing. So I do want to say shout out to the people in your lives that do not ever waver. There's been no part since I'm 15 that David has not been a part of. Yeah. We've never had any. We've definitely had arguments and things like that, but they've lasted all of a couple hours. Yeah. And there's never been. I've talked to David every single day. Yeah. So
for years, you are really you guys got to be the poster child for a friendship between a gay man and a straight woman.
Yeah.
This is what you're living. Every straight woman that moves to New York's dream.
Yeah, I know. It's so those bitches are corny though. But,
I know, but that they're looking for what you just described.
Because I was friends with David before he said he was gay.
Yeah, if you think the kid's gold star, you got another thing coming. Yeah, kid. I've seen some pictures of David back in high school. Yeah. Kid was a handsome kid. Kid probably slayed puss.
No, never.
But he chose not to.
Yeah, he chose not to.
Yeah, because it's a choice. He was not born this way. He turned away from the light of Christ. Just kidding, man. We're just we're not just having fun. We're trying. Yeah, we're forcing the fun upon you.
But yeah, I've been friends with David since he's a little DR thug. Yeah, which was his AOL screen name. Yeah. And it's just what it is.
Little DR. And what was your screen name?
At that time, I think it was either Rockin' You 212 or it was Oh Pink Lady O.
Oh Pink Lady. Yeah. Yo, what was up with Pink Ladies on I feel like I knew a couple Pink was such a thing.
Was my favorite color. Yeah. So I just did that. And then I remember my brother, the fucking snitch that he is.
What was your brother's screen name?
One Mike.
Oh,
One Mike 537. One Mike 537 and 537. Do you know what that is?
537 now.
If you put it on a calculator and turn it upside down, LES.
Damn, that's actually the hardest screen name I've ever.
And then the I in Mike was 1. Yeah. Because he couldn't. Someone else had it.
That's tough as hell.
No, it's great.
That actually pisses me off. How good
One
that
Mike
is.
537.
My shit was ass. We'll do this as a prompt next week, just to tease it now, so you guys can get your screen names ready.
I had a couple, so I can have.
Well, we're gonna talk about our screen names and email addresses next week. Yeah. Your embarrassing screen names and email addresses.
Okay, I was gonna tell a joke about. I was gonna tell you a story about the Pink Lady.
Tell her.
Oh, Pink Lady, not a joke, but no, my brother snitch ass. He's older than me, and so I made my screen name Pink Lady, and he fucking told my mom that was a cocktail, and that I must be drinking it, and he was like, Pink Lady is a drink. She's getting drunk. And she named herself the name, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, and I had to literally, every time I come home, I'm like, what do you got? What do you guys, alcohol in your breath? And I'm like, Mom, I'm here to play Trivial Pursuit with my friends.
Mike, don't know how to tell you this, but if I wanted my screen name to be named after the alcohol that I'm drinking, it would have been called Bacardi Dragonberry 212.
Yeah, or it would be called Colt 49. Yeah, it'd be called Old English.
Yeah, Jesus.
Gotcha. Old English.
A bit of Old English.
Yes,
gonna have a bit of Earl Grey tea.
Of course.
Yes, spike it. But yeah, it's just what it is. Yeah, what a different time in life. And next week we're gonna ask you guys to send in your screen names, or you can comment them under this post. Send in your screen names, and then based on your screen names, we're just gonna profile the kind of life you were living.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I was also thinking about drinks that were really popular back in the day, like Alizé, and then I know people that named their kids Alizé.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Oh man, kid names just tell you so much. Those are people don't do time capsules anymore.
No,
there's
they
nothing
should.
better. I think the best rolling timestamp is what your name is.
Yeah.
Like people are able to tell when you were born by what your name is.
Absolutely.
Like if your name is Jaden.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Jaden, you were born between 2000 and 2010-ish, 12-ish.
If you're a boy and your name is Jaden, you have a sister named Nevaeh. It's just the truth.
Just what it is. Also, I know a bunch of girls also named Jaden because it was a unisex name.
That's true.
Every girl I know that had a baby in their teens named their kid Jaden.
Yeah, a lot of Jadens.
Yeah, and if it wasn't Jaden, it was King.
Oh, a lot of kings?
Yeah, a lot of kings.
A lot of kings.
Yeah. If they named their kid Kings, their area code was 718 because they live in the Bronx.
Yeah, it's just the truth. It's what it is. And if you have a daughter and her name is Anaya, you're from Brooklyn. It's just true. I don't know what the significance of that name is. I had like 6 Anayas when I taught.
That's so funny. I've never heard that.
Oh, so many Anayas in Brooklyn.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then what else are like time? You know what else I feel like was hot for a minute? And I don't know if this was just in my group of friends because I knew a couple. Jax. I feel like Jax had a big moment.
Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, was a huge, had such a moment.
Yeah.
I know so many people that named their kids. That was more like 2000, maybe 15,
16.
Yeah. And then it died out quick.
Yeah, that's because so did Sons of Anarchy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody naming their baby Opie. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck did Jax motherfuckers was obsessed with Jax.
Yeah, people were obsessed with that.
Yeah.
I also feel like Olivia was a big name for a little while.
Olivia
I know like a
poppin'.
bunch of girls from my high school named their kids Olivia. It was the number 1 name for a while.
Really?
And I think it had to be for Olivia Pope.
You think so?
That's I think what probably brought it to the front.
Maybe.
It's like the name Mason was big for a little while.
Yeah.
And that was Kourtney Kardashian.
Really?
First Mason I've ever.
Yeah, and now we know Masons and Graysons and all types of Jasons. And it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, we're gonna go over. We'll do names and fucking names and screen names. We're just gonna give you.
Jaden has to be the millennials just named their kid Jaden.
Yo, there was a big spike in like Danny's after Game of Thrones. A lot of Danny's.
Daenerys is a really nice name, I think, but it's you have to be Dominican.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like Daenerys, just like the Targaryens, in order to be named Daenerys, your parents have to be cousins.
You understand?
It's just what it is. There we go. We found the fun.
We did.
It took us a minute. We got here. The last thing we'll say about this one thing about us, if you are out there and you've been, and you see us, and because we do this to people, I'm not going to say we. I do this to people that I don't like. I see what they're doing. I'm like, I hope they don't keep doing that well. If we're that people for you, you won this week. All right? You got us. You caught us this week. Oh, you figured me out.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You figured me out, you nincompoop fucking poop. You caught us this week, but you won't catch us again.
Yeah.
All right? So fucking fire up them voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
Put the pins in them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just give my voodoo doll a little kiss on the forehead. I need it.
Yeah. Give her voodoo doll a kiss on the forehead. Give my voodoo doll a little rub the crotch area. It's just what it is. Sexually please me. Maybe flip it over and play with my asshole. We're being honest. Or are we being...
Yeah, rub my lower back.
My voodoo doll, Samantha's voodoo doll has sciatica. Rub it. Make sure you're kneading the lower back. Oh, shit, man.
Oh, my God.
Dog, if you got my voodoo doll, maybe trim a couple inches off my hair. I don't want to go to the salon right now. What else could they do if they got your voodoo doll?
They could pay our fucking rent.
Yeah, if you got my voodoo doll, maybe put it in a slightly bigger drawer than the one that it's in another part of the room. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. If you got my voodoo doll,
make my titties bigger. You understand?
Dog, man. If you got my voodoo doll, maybe throw it in the wash. I need a shower, bro. Maybe I gotta wipe. Maybe I gotta fucking clean up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to clean my life.
Yeah,
around.
maybe play in between my crush so I can feel it in my pussy.
Yeah. It's what it is.
Just what it had to be.
Dog, if you have my voodoo doll, honestly, put it in your dog's crate. Let him rip the thing around. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, bro. Let's shake it up.
Yeah, let's shake it up a little bit.
If you got my voodoo doll, you know what I'm saying? Do some different shit. I'm tired of these same struggles.
Yeah, same.
Give me some new ones. You know what I'm saying? Shit is what it is. We're having fun. We're kidding around. We started off slow. We're building up.
We're building up.
We got some momentum right now. Don't look now, We got a little momentum going.
Yeah, I can feel it.
You can feel it.
Feel it in my pussy.
Really fucking rolling and rocking, and we're gonna keep it moving right into our next segment where we talk about things going on that we've seen. We're gonna give you a couple of quick takes on our favorite segment.
Yeah.
All right,
So boom.
One thing that we've been big on, honestly, is these balloon popping balloon popping dating videos on TikTok.
I don't know what you guys did with your Labor Day weekend. Maybe went to the beach, went to a couple barbecues.
Yeah.
But one thing for us,
we've
been home doing nothing watching pop balloon videos. If you don't know what that is, it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's like a dating show, and people come out and you get to pop your balloon immediately.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, so if someone comes out and you just don't think they're hot, you could pop a balloon. And then they don't let you just pop it. They walk over to you and ask you why.
Yeah, it's literally why I think it's so genius, even though it didn't mean to be. It's so genius because it is the philosophical opposite of dating apps.
Yeah.
Where it's so anonymous, you don't ever have to see people or deal with people that you don't match with ever again. Like, no, let's talk about why you rejected somebody.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite. And it's I think, honestly, maybe the most, and it's only millennials doing it, so I don't even want to give them the credit, but it might be the most meaningful contribution of Gen Z maybe in history.
Yeah, I think it's
because
millennials.
it's such a counterculture thing.
Yeah.
That is like, yo, I'm tired of being ghosted. I'm tired of not getting explanations as to why you stopped answering. You didn't match, like we matched the same, but you didn't answer my message. I'm fucking why.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, tell me.
Tell me why.
And the whole premise is built upon that.
Yeah. One thing about that is I don't think I have what it takes to not pop my balloon.
Yeah.
But to be the one that the balloon gets popped for.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck you then. Go fuck your mother then.
Yeah, go fucking suck on you fucking stu-nuts. You popping your balloon on me, you fucking bots.
You fucking bots. You understand?
It's crazy. No, I wouldn't mind getting my balloon popped. I don't give a shit. But popping my balloon on somebody else, that's what gives me anxiety.
Yeah, no.
Not because I don't have any standards. I know where you're going. No, but my baby, we were watching and she's like, would you ever pop your balloon? I was like, probably not.
Yeah, because JC has no standards.
Not true.
For me, it'd be like if I said something that someone doesn't like and they pop it, fine. But if I walk into that room and balloons start popping, put your fucking fists up.
Yo.
Yeah, because I'm going to pop you in the face. Just what it is. Like that part. Like have the decency to pretend you don't like something that they say.
My shit is all right. So people pop their balloons for any amount of reason.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing that you see people's balloon get popped on?
When someone says like I'm an independent woman, it's like pop, pop, pop. They start, they're like, oh, like the one that we watched yesterday that was so funny. The lady was like, oh, I own my own lash business, and the guy like popped his balloon, and then he's like, you just look like you cost a lot of money, and I just don't have it.
Nah, yo, that was funny though. That was so much more. He didn't even project. He just put that on himself. She was like, I own my own business, and I'm looking for a man who also has driving and can contribute. And he popped his balloon, and she was like, why'd you pop your balloon? He's like, yo, honestly, you bad. I can't afford you. I'm just looking at you. You look beautiful. You look gorgeous. I don't think I could handle you financially. Yeah. And I thought that shit was hilarious.
It's so funny.
She was like, well, you're very attractive. I would have pursued you if you would have not popped your balloon. And it's like he just told on himself. Yeah. Very funny. My favorite thing that I saw, well, I'll tell you first. The thing that makes me die, when they come out and they pop their balloon, they ask him why, and he's like, your outfit. I'm like, are you fucking insane?
Yeah.
Because when somebody pops because of your outfit, they also have an outfit on.
And there's usually trash.
Nobody's outfit is above getting hose poked in.
No.
Nobody on the show.
No one on the show. Yeah, they are dressed horribly. There is one girl that I can't remember her name, but she said she didn't know she was coming that day.
Oh, hysterical.
She is
holes in her panty lines.
An absolute mess.
Yeah.
She's wearing a skirt with fishnets that have holes in them.
Yeah.
Like boots from 2010, a shirt, and then a fucking winter vest.
Yeah, she looks like a $2 bill looking for a job. She looks really like a fucking mess.
And then every time she pops her balloon is when someone says they don't like people who smoke. I'm like, you are the poster child for a pothead. She looks like she just threw anything on.
Yeah.
She is a mess, and she's so, and like she doesn't care. Like they'll try to diss her back. Like when she's like, you're just not my style. Like, well, neither are you. She's like, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite thing that I saw somebody pop on, she was like, yo, what are your deal breakers? She asked a woman that. And a woman was like, anybody who I want somebody who's generally positive. So an angry person is a deal breaker for me. And then a dude popped his balloon.
The guy from New York?
And he's like, yo, when you say you don't like motherfuckers that's angry, I pop my balloon because I'm from New York. That's my disposition. I'm not even angry. But if you're not cool with that energy, then we probably wouldn't work. Yeah. I'm like, motherfucker, if you weren't angry, why would you pop your balloon?
Yeah. He said people always say I'm angry. It's like, I think they're onto something.
Yeah, because you just snitched. It's so genius because every balloon pop and explanation is such an indictment on the person.
Yeah.
and it is genius.
It's hysterical.
so good.
I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. Somebody got engaged on it though.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I really love
yeah.
that, and I believe that they're gonna make it work.
Yeah, and they won't because they just met 2 months ago, so they're not gonna make it, and it's what it is.
I mean, to look at, I feel like this is a better probability of dating success than
100%.
Love is Blind.
Oh, 100%. Because like yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're still not gonna make it.
No.
Yeah,
no.
the bar's on the floor.
Yeah.
If we're comparing it to Love is Blind, the bar's on the floor.
Yeah, and they don't get clout out of it either.
Well,
but I
one
think
of
that
them
helps,
is
though.
I think the girl that is in the dress that she was like, she had like the guy's like, oh, I popped my balloon because your dress you have like stains on your
it?
dress.
Yo, mad funny.
And then she's like, that's because I was backstage and I was drinking.
I was getting drunk in the back. Whatever, you can't deal with it.
Yeah, she's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a $300 dress anyway. She is going so viral.
Really?
Yeah, and like I'm scrolling through and like literally every other video on my TikTok is now like the balloon popping. But then she popped up on her own TikTok. She's like, I guess I'm going viral, so follow me, I guess.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I wish all those people that are funny viral successes.
Yeah,
just,
me
man,
too.
I will say, watching the show, I know for the most part, I'm a liberal cuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm a feminist and all that. Like, I'm a real I'm not a guy's guy.
Yeah,
like, motherfucker. And I don't like that about myself. Like, one thing
and it is my favorite thing about you.
Yeah, one thing about me, I understand where Matt Rife was coming from when he completely switched up on his special. Because he's good for the ladies, but he wants the fellas' respect.
Yeah.
And he just won't get it because that's not who he is. But I know why he wants it because I'm the same way. But watching these, it's hard. It's hard. It really is. And I'm not even this guy. It's hard not to hate men watching that show.
Oh my God. It is. The guys, you watch the girls.
It's really hard, bro.
You watch these guys pop the balloon for the girls and just like, sorry, she's just not my type. She's like, that's okay, love. Most of the time. There's been like 2 girls that have been like a little bit combative. Yeah. But these guys, she'll be like, you said, you said you wanted this. And he's like, all right, well, you're not my type anyway. So I wasn't, you did me the favor.
What it is.
And it's like, just say thank you and move the fuck on.
What it is that really makes it tough because, like, if you're generalizing based on what you're watching the show, generally when a woman pops her balloon and then they ask her why, she's going to be very nice about it.
Very nice about it. Generally,
like,
for the most part.
Almost every woman that you see, besides the really short one, and she sticks out because she's so nasty.
The one with the ponytail that told me that she knows the way he talked.
Besides her, almost every it's like, yo, this is what it means to be a woman in this country because. A natural compliment sandwich.
Yeah. Oh,
just
all the
muscle
time.
memory of a compliment sandwich because, like, I think deep down they're fearing for their life. They don't want to die.
Yeah,
and they don't want to get fucking
and then the
punched
guys
in the
react
face.
exactly the way we think they're gonna react. The best is like the girls are so great. They'll be like, you're not really my type. You're very handsome though.
Yo, no,
I'm not physically attracted to you, but you are so handsome.
Yo, exactly.
That's literally how they do
why'd
it.
you pop your balloon? Oh, he's very handsome, but I heard that he says he doesn't want an adventurous woman, and it's important to me to like do adventurous things. Yeah, that's just how I am. So that's why I pop my balloon. But he's very handsome.
Very handsome. You seem like a really nice guy.
These women are talking to these men like fucking babies that can't have their ego hurt. And one thing about them, they're absolutely right because these dudes will punch them in the fucking face.
Literally, these guys.
That's the energy that they give off.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
The way the guys are responding.
And the thing that gets me angry is that like. The general woman that's going to be on that show is going to be really nice and thoughtful, and the general man is going to be butthurt. Yeah. And it's like, it's too many men getting shown where it's like, oh no, the problem is with men. It's it's a root stem problem.
It absolutely is.
It's tough.
And it's funny because when you see the girls, they're always so nice. Yeah. And then like when there's one that isn't, you're like, oh. And that's the same way it is with men. It's
when
like
a
they're
guy's
all
like, oh,
rude,
this guy's kind of nice.
And then a guy will be like, no problem, love, And then you're like, oh.
Oh, he didn't call her a raggedy bitch?
Yeah.
Damn, what a nice guy.
The bar is literally on the floor.
I think for the first time not the first time, but for the most memorable time in a long time, I'm like, oh, this is really just it's an expose on the state of 2 of the 75 genders in this country.
Yeah,
because like women are very polite and mindful, and guys are the women are on eggshells.
I
feel terrible.
Yeah, when I watch it, I'm like, this is literally what it is like.
What it's like, yeah. Because the guys that get in it, they're fucking insufferable. like I pop my balloon quick for women, but like as soon as the guy opens his mouth, I'm like, because we were like, yo, tap the screen when you would pop, and like as soon as the guy would, so like pop. Don't fucking. What are you talking about? I get so mad.
You feel me?
Dog. I hate it. And I hate how I hate it because I love men.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
I want us to be I want the patriarchy to stay in place.
What is one thing that would make you pop your, like one thing that you've been watching that you're like, that a woman says, that would make you pop your balloon?
The most important thing is my relationship with God.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. My number one pop would be like, I need a God-fearing woman.
Pop.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah. Because one thing about me, Jesus is my homie. I don't fear him. You know what I mean? I don't, yeah.
It's just what it is.
And his name isn't Mamie Santos. I don't fear the guy.
Yeah. Jesus, unfortunately, you gave us too many gifts. You fucking died for our original sin. Unfortunately, Jesus, I love you to death. You're a doormat.
Yeah, you're a doormat.
You
also,
let us walk all over you, and you accept anybody.
No. Here's the thing. It's Jesus. You made your birthday where we get gifts. You know what I mean? How do I fear you? You're the best.
Jesus, too selfless, dude.
Yeah.
Too selfless.
You're the best.
You're a doormat. I don't fear you because you've been too good to us.
Yeah. So it's just what it is.
And I know that, and unfortunately, Jesus, I know that no matter what I say, if I fucking take it all back at the end, you're going to be like, my guy.
Yeah.
And that's because you're a fucking chill-ass dude.
No, you're a chill dude.
Oh, you're the fucking man.
I just don't fear you.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you don't put
I
no
just
fear
want to,
into my heart.
I kind of want to chill with you.
Yeah.
I want to open a couple brewskis, maybe drink a little bit of your blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get wasted.
You got any bread? Yeah, pop off a fucking pinky. Let me have the fucking body of. Let me have some of your body.
Somebody get this guy a paper cut. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, come on, man. Fuck out of here, Jesus. You a good guy, bro.
You're a good guy.
You an approachable dude, Jesus.
Yeah. You
Fuck
would be
outta
one of
here.
these guys that popped a balloon that you'd be like, that's all right, love.
Nobody's scared. Ain't nobody scared. Jesus, you from the suburbs, bro. Fuck out of here, man. And I know that because I'm from the suburbs. You just like me
he's
for
a
real,
nice
bro.
guy.
We
He's a nice guy.
That's my twin for real. You know what I mean? He's a better man, but like I was, motherfucker. You would if you saw me and Jesus, you would think I was made in his image. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, Jesus. You just a good dude, man. And
Yeah, I
don't
get
feel
you.
like
I get
that.
you.
I don't know how we got here specifically, but yeah, man, that shows. All right, so yeah, God-fearing woman.
God-fearing. Yeah, when they say that, I'm like, oh no way.
Because Jesus would be like, bro, you're doing too much.
Yeah, you're doing the most.
Like you're on my body, like, and I let people eat it.
Yeah.
And you on my body, bro. Fuck out of here. That was my first one. What about you?
What, I said God-fearing.
Oh, God-fearing?
Yeah, it was something that I would pop the balloon for.
Yeah.
That, and then if somebody says that they are a recording artist, if they are a rapper or something, pop. Yeah.
I feel like that's too harsh for me to say now because of what I do.
Yeah, the thing is that there's no chance they're good.
No, music is so hard.
That's
dude.
the thing. There's
it's so hard.
Hey, and I'm saying that from a place where I've supported.
Yeah.
I've supported the community,
Yeah.
and I no longer want to do that in my.
You've been in the trenches doing work.
I've been in the closet.
Yeah.
I've been in the closet recording tunes.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah,
I left it in my 20s. I just can't.
Yeah, you've laid down hooks for rappers and you've sucked their dicks. You've really been in the trenches lifting up the rap community.
Yeah.
Not en masse, but you've done more than what.
Yeah. I've soundproofed a fucking closet.
You have taped McDonald's cartridges to doors. Just who you've been.
Just who I've been.
Yeah.
So it's not that I would never. I have and don't want to do it again.
Yeah,
so
fair.
it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, fair. For me, if I was a woman and I heard one of two things, and this is where I would go wrong because it would depend on the tone, but anytime I hear a motherfucker say, I own my own business or I'm an entrepreneur, the motherfucker's
Immediately know?
Because that's me for real. Don't give me this fucking side speech.
Yeah.
When you're listening to all these hustles, I own my own business. No, you don't, bro. You don't own shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
You would exactly.
What the fuck is you talking about? You don't have a job. The men don't have jobs, and the women have 3 kids. That's the agreement.
That's the agreement. That's on that show.
The women are low value, and the men are low value. And once they fucking realize it, they find a lot more success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
Once a motherfucker's like, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm like, no, you're not. Bud.
You don't have a job. You're in between jobs.
Dog, one of the funny ones was like the super big bralette guy, the healthy guy. He's like, I'm a personal trainer and I do this. And then one of the girl that pops is like, yo, I pop because I've been trying to holler at you for mad long. You're a bouncer at the club I go to.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you're not a trainer. You're a bouncer.
You're a bouncer.
And that's cool. But like, I hate the upplaying of what you are at that point.
Yeah, it's super
That's a
corny.
plague on society, and I never did that because like it makes me embarrassed. But that would make me pop immediately.
Yeah. Something else that would make me pop my balloon is if a guy mentions on that thing like, I'm the type that likes to go 50-50. And it's not that I wouldn't go 50-50, but if you're bringing it up, you're broke.
Yeah.
What you actually mean is, you want to go 90-10.
Yeah.
And that 10% you think is just dick.
That is so funny.
No one real is bringing that up.
Yeah.
It's just,
That's
it's
hysterical.
an absolute, anytime they say that, I'm like, oh, he doesn't have a job.
That's so funny because when the guy said that, I didn't think it was crazy, but that's because I'm a man and I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But for you to lead with that.
It's wild.
Because for you to lead with it, you think that it's something that a woman is okay with hearing.
Yeah.
Which means that it's much worse than it actually is.
Absolutely.
Because you're presenting what we can assume to be is the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And if the best version of yourself is going 50-50 pop,
Yeah.
you got
nothing coming.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
so funny. I love, that's one of my favorite parts about being in this relationship is like, just the simplicities in the things that I do. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking loser for real. And like, it's got to be so funny to be you watching me go through life and be like, you're so dumb.
Ay, bendito.
Yeah, for real. It's like you're like when like you know what else? For like when they say I want to be the leader.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Oh my God.
You're just say you're 5'4", dude.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking
I'm a
about,
provider. Pop.
Yeah, come on,
Absolutely
bro.
not a 5'2". You're not. There's just no way. Not with those skin tight pants on. You're not. Get the fuck out of here with your pointy ass shoes.
Yeah, man. But I will say it's just good content, man.
It's great content.
really
If you guys
cracking.
haven't watched it, you absolutely have to. It's so good.
It's so good that we might end up having to like do a weekly segment on our favorite balloon popping video and just like stitch it in with whatever, just because it's that fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I'm gonna commit to that,
Okay.
and we're gonna call the segment "What's Poppin'."
Okay.
Done. Boom. We're gonna react.
Get on
We're
and pop
Yeah, we're gonna
it.
fucking react to one balloon popping video. So if you have those, fucking send them to us on Soft Launch.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So boom, we're obsessed with the fucking dating popping videos. What else? What else you want to do to ISO Boom? We can talk about J-Lo's revenge pics.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
You want to talk about J-Lo's revenge pics?
Yeah, we could quickly talk.
ISO Boom, J-Lo dropped some booty pics, man.
Yeah.
So you know the divorce is official.
Yeah, you know the divorce is actually happening, and you know she's not handling it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Ben is the one who broke up with her.
Yeah, immediately. You know he was the one who initiated the divorce. Yeah, absolutely. And it has been like a common thing going around, but I felt the same way. It's just really comforting to know that like no amount of money or success will make you handle a breakup like any other. You could be any other bitch.
$1 billion can't buy you the tools to handle getting broken up with.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you are a multi-platinum selling artist or you work at Trader Joe's. You're just gonna post your ass and a couple of quotes,
and it's just
and maybe some random flowers you saw while you were walking in the street. Yeah. And it's just what it is.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't matter if you're J-Lo or low income.
You understand?
You're doing the same.
You're doing the same thing, and I really do take comfort in that.
Yeah.
It makes me feel seen.
Yeah.
It makes me feel more of a woman.
Yeah.
And it's just what it is. I really like that. The quotes I loved.
Okay, give me your top 3 off the top of the head. We'll edit it together to make it look nice. Top 3 moves after a breakup. Top 3 social media moves after a breakup.
Okay. Obviously, like a picture, like a hot pic of your body or something like,
Hot body,
and you're going out. Has to be like on a Friday or Saturday.
You gotta be outside.
You got to be out or like on your way. So you want to post it 11 o'clock so that people know you're on the way to go somewhere. Whether you're staying on the couch or not, you're posting that picture.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Got to do that. You got to do another picture where you're in a group, but there are overwhelmingly a lot of men there. Yeah. And you're doing a quick video with a drink, and then maybe one to yourself, like, you know, you do it, then back to a selfie one, and like you're having a great time. Yeah, that has to be done. And then what else can you do? Those are really go-tos. I'll tell you. And obviously your new haircut, because you have one.
And then show everybody your bangs. Because we know you got them.
Or that you dyed your hair red. It's just what it is.
Show the purple roots. Let's see them.
Show that auburn hair.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I will tell you what I hate to see coming. Like after going, like if me and a girl aren't talking anymore, I'll tell you what I don't like to see. I don't like to see. I don't like to see you in the gym. Don't like it. Don't want you working on yourself.
Never been me.
Want you accepting that you're not good enough and this is who you are.
Couldn't be me. Not even sadness could bring me to the gym.
That's very funny. So the gym I don't like to see. I don't want to see you traveling.
Oh,
I don't want to see you going anywhere because even if you never post with anybody, I'm like, who the fuck took you there?
Yeah. Absolutely. I was going to say, traveling is a big one.
And the number one thing that and I know, and I'm old enough and I know that it's a facade. If I see hands in the background, I don't care. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's why you do the video though.
I will cry and die. Hands in the background of a story at a dinner. If I see if that fucking hand has tattoos on it, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Yeah. If that hand has another watch besides an Apple Watch, you're gonna die.
Yeah, and you know what? We're being honest on the pod. If that hand is melanated more than mine, I'm throwing up. You're not gonna.
And that disgust.
No. Throwing up because you can't move on and get better dick. It's just gonna break me. It's just gonna break me.
Yeah.
Until I move on.
Yeah.
But let me think of guys' best moves after a breakup. Because guys, different. We're not playing by the same rules women are playing.
No, and I want you to know, I don't know if this speaks for every woman. I can never
Doesn't
speak for
fucking
any
matter
woman.
what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when a woman is done with you, baby, she's done with you.
Yeah.
The thing is that you're going to be posting things. I'm not going to see it because I'm not checking it. Of
course.
I don't care. And you could post anything and I'm going to get the ick.
Yeah.
So there's never been anything that a guy's posted after me that I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing for me. It's like, please let him be fucking someone else. So he'll stop calling me.
Yeah. Guys are much more limited in what is a good, hard body or reasonable approach to getting dumped.
Honestly, I think the best thing you guys could do is nothing at all.
Yeah.
Like, don't post anything because then it's like, where's this motherfucker been at?
Yeah. You gotta, like, your number one move, unfortunately, bud,
is to move in silence.
lay low and build in silence, bro. You gotta make those moves in silence, King.
You have to.
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man. You and unfortunately, you have to get in the lab. If you don't resurface with a 6-pack, you might as well stay underground, which is a good move.
Yeah.
But if you're coming back up for air, it better be with a fucking washboard 6-pack.
You gotta
look better than you did when you came out.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. You should. You should.
Yeah. And then and then all you can do, bud, you can you can lay low, but when you pop back out, whenever that is, you have to come out with a new outfit. Left left hand on right wrist, not looking at the camera.
No.
You have to. That's how you have to come out.
Are you kidding me?
That's how you.
That's what you post if you want the girl to be like, oh, I made the right decision.
No. Couple months. And
you got a peas and carrots. Is it peas and carrots? That's crazy. Anyone who's listening and not watching, JC is looking off into the distance and posing in a candid pose.
Left hand, right wrist, watch showing, whatever kind of piece you got.
Stupid.
That's your move. That's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you could have ever done. And like, short of actually succeeding in life, which how could anybody? That's all you have.
Yeah.
It's tough stuff, breakups, man.
Yeah. What's the worst someone's posted after like you like ended things with somebody or they ended things with you? The one that got under your skin the most.
The one that got under my skin the most, which I've gotten, like, I recognize it's a good thing now, but seeing a girl that I was talking to go back to her ex.
Oh.
I was like, no. Because, like, to me, I'm like, oh, my God, like, that's a real thing. Yeah. Like, you're going back there on, like, together time.
Yeah.
So that really that really Marvin's roomed me out. I really didn't like that. I really didn't like it. And as I've grown, I was like, oh, you had to go backwards.
Yeah.
Which is comforting. But like at the time, I was like,
I don't know
oh
if I had. Yeah, I think it's more like you actually didn't matter.
No,
she was gonna always end up where she was.
And like all of these things are true in retrospect. But you asked me what was the worst thing I saw. I was like, oh my God, she got back with her ex.
That's crazy.
Like there's such a. It felt like such a finality to that.
Yeah.
Because like you're not gonna spin the block, social media. To with an ex,
yeah.
Like if it was a new guy, I'm like, oh, she's projecting, she's trying to do some new shit. But like you're actually going back to your ex for real. That's not a fling.
Yeah. I can imagine that making me sick
that made me sick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What about you? You ever had anything like that?
No, I don't really.
Women, you're so good, man. You guys.
Well, that's because we're.
Yeah, you guys are really expelling energy in it to keep it going.
Yeah, like by the time I've broken up with anyone I've broken up with, I mean, I was already over it. Yeah. 4 years prior. True. So it's for me, I was like, once we left, I was like, there's nothing you can, there's nothing that you can do or anything. I'm trying to think of what I have done. Like, I'm trying to think of things that I might have posted.
To try to make people feel a type of way?
Yeah. I'm just like me going out and stuff. And like genuinely having a good time.
Yo, happiness.
Yeah. Like being like, this is, or simply like posting like a fun picture. Maybe I'm like laughing and just being like, I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah, dog. That's a real sobering feeling when you see a bitch like doing fine.
Yeah, and like not even.
That's tough. It's a tough one.
And like when you know that she's not just doing it to do it, when you could feel like, oh shit, she really is. I was holding her back.
Yeah.
Damn, she looks better now than she did when I was with her because I was just dulling her shine.
Bro, this bitch is pregnant. I guess that's that.
Yeah.
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 That's the games. The games that we play. It's the life that we live. But yeah, J-Lo is, I think, safe to say, losing this breakup. I mean, as much as J-Lo could lose.
I don't think she's losing. I think she's gonna come up on top.
Well, she will. Of course, she'll come out on top. But these are early days.
I don't think she's losing. He doesn't have social media, so no, I don't think he's losing at all. I don't think she's losing. I'm talking about. I think she's, I feel like people have eased up on her a bit.
Yeah.
And like more like positive things have been coming out. I think she's actually I think she was here. I think in the beginning of their breakup when no one knew they were breaking up, I think she was at her lowest. And now she's on her way up. And
little empathy for her.
And if you don't think that a story, if her people are not working hard, a story's gonna come out about him and he's gonna be back in rehab or some shit is gonna happen and she'll be right back on top where she belongs. And what I need her to do or not do.
Tell me.
We don't need another album, babes.
We don't need an album.
We don't need an album.
Need a documentary.
We don't need a documentary.
What do we need?
Another rom-com. No. Do what you're good at, babe. Do what you're good at. Maybe do a Wedding Planner 2. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we're in the time
hit us on some nostalgia points.
Hit me with that. I just don't. We don't need another song. We don't need another dance break.
Can I get what is your dream J-Lo rom-com? What does it look like? What's the storyline? What type of woman is she playing? I think she would have.
I want J. This is what I want.
Give me.
I want J-Lo to do a rom-com about a New York woman hustling, like working really hard. She's taking care of her kids. She doesn't have time for her, which is kind of like Maid in Manhattan.
It's trope. It's a trope.
It's Maid in Manhattan, but I don't want you to be a maid. I just want you to, you know what I mean? I want you to have a good job.
I want you to be a fucking 20-year dental assistant.
Like
you were like you were gonna be if you didn't make it. Yo, I want J-Lo as a dental technician in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. An X-ray technician. I want her to be an X-ray or she takes blood. A lobotomist. Yeah. I want her to do that. I want her to have like kids that are going to college and and all that stuff. And
what kind of man does she come across? A younger man?
No, I want an age-appropriate man who his wife died.
Dead. Widower. 100%.
His wife died. Yeah. And I want to see a beautiful rom-com of that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Cast the fella.
Okay. I say I want a black man.
Yo, I was about to say
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, bring Morris
Chestnut because I love a movie with Morris Chestnut.
I mean, he does it.
The thing is that this movie is not going to be rated well on Rotten Tomatoes.
Because it's not going to be a good movie.
Yeah. But it's going to be 100 in Rotten Tomatoes in my house.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great movie. I'm going to watch it over.
It's going to be critical score 23, audience score 87.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I want. And I don't need J-Lo to be who she is in real life, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need her to be the hottest, most glamorous person in this movie. I just want her in a pair of, like, jeans. I want her in Jordans.
Yes.
And I want her to just be, like, people that would hang out with my cousin Mel.
Yeah.
I want her to be cool, like...
I want her to be the type of girl that is not hot until she takes her glasses off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want, like, Morris Chestnut to take her out to, like, a salsa bar, and then she fucking kills it, but, like, in baggy jeans. Like, she's not, you know what I mean? Like, she's just a fucking cool bitch.
Yeah.
Who I want her to really be in real life. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, sub out Morris Chestnut, give me Idris Elba, and we got a deal.
Oh, okay. I could do that.
Idris. I feel like he hasn't done a big movie in a while.
Yeah, but I think Idris is like past rom-coms. I feel like Morris Chestnut is still in his rom-com era. Like, not rom-com, but like, you know, I feel like I think he should do it.
I think nowadays, man, the rom-com is making a big comeback in a major way. I think more A-listers should be rom-comming.
I think so too. And I would be fine if this movie was like straight to Netflix.
Yeah, because rom-coms, I feel like it's hard to do not real comedy, but it's hard for comedy movies to be things. They have to be, you got to have comedy wrapped in something else.
Yeah.
You know, comedy wrapped in absurdity, comedy wrapped in drama, or comedy wrapped in romance.
Yeah.
And I think a rom-com would be a really nice way for an A-list celebrity to just paint themselves in a good light.
Yeah. I think she would be great in it.
So let's get J-Lo that rom-com, and then she's back on top, right? Where we're supposed to be, and then we'll get that tour again of her playing the same old shit that she's been playing.
And
for
I'm
the
fine if you
years.
do. You know what I'm fine with? If this movie comes out and she has like the lead song on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Herself?
Yeah. Maybe My Love Does Cost a Thing.
Yeah. There you go. All right, we're cooking now.
I think that was it, right?
That's about it. We went on a fucking 90s video binge, but we don't have to talk about it. All right. We got two more things that we want to do with you guys.
And we will do them.
We'll do them both, and we'll give you guys the long episode that you've been craving, that our fucking algorithm has been demanding from us. Next, we're going to jump to a segment where we talk about our favorite things about a topic and our least favorite things about a topic. This topic is going to be autumn. And what we're going to do with autumn, we're going to talk about things we love, talk about things we hate, and we're going to put them in the box. All right, so we're going to do our autumn box. I have a couple things that I want to take out of the box, like that I want to dust off, that I need for the fall season.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put some things inside.
Okay.
What do you want to do first?
I want you to go first.
All right. I'm going to do one thing that I'm taking out of the box, and this goes without saying. You know what I'm going to say. Pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice.
Please.
I really, you know what? I'll take it out of the, this is a twofold one. Take out pumpkin spice out of the box and put in the pumpkin spice hate.
Yeah. Absolutely, I
Spice
agree.
hate is so basic.
It's so corny. It's like being
more-
mad at someone for being like a vegan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It has
yeah.
nothing to do with you. Just shut up.
Dog, motherfuckers hating on pumpkin spice is like when people hate on pumpkin spice, they're like, yo, this is so basic, it's so corny. Hating on pumpkin spice is the basicness and corniness that you're trying to run from.
Yeah.
And you're being so corny
So
and mainstream
corny.
by being like, oh my God, yo, white women and pumpkin spice. Bro, white women love pumpkin spice because the shit is delicious, bro.
Yeah,
it makes your lattes better.
Yeah.
Sorry, God forbid, bro. Take pumpkin spice out of the box and fucking sprinkle it on my chicken.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Can I tell you what I want to put in the box?
Put it in.
I want to put in the box that pumpkin spice is just for white women.
Yeah.
I'm here to say that pumpkin spice is for people of color.
Yeah.
Maybe people of color like pumpkin spice. And also people talk about, actually, we're not just pumpkin spice in the box. This thing, it's that we're putting in the narrative that fall is a white woman's season. Sometimes we like to wear scarves too.
Yeah.
We want to wear an infinity scarf.
I get that. I
want to put in this whole notion that like loving the fall is only white.
I feel like the only things that I feel like pumpkin spice definitely gets over attributed to white people, which is ironic because pumpkin spice, a seasoning.
Yeah.
White people could never. So how about instead of acting like it's white culture, how about you fucking pull a white people actually take their culture and fucking gentrify it from them. Take pumpkin spice from the whites. It's good,
just,
bro.
It's
Shit
great.
is delicious, man.
Yeah.
And then I think that might be the bit like in like pumpkin picking and apple picking is ascribed to women when it's like just a nice thing to do.
Yeah, even though you've never done it.
Never done it, and I was gonna put it in the box, but we're having a good fun time, so there's no need. But let pumpkin spice be nice, bro.
Yeah. Let pumpkin spice be nice and let everybody enjoy it.
Yeah.
And don't put it on white women. You know what I mean? Let white women have their Uggs on their own.
Yeah.
That's fine. They can do that on their own.
Yeah.
But I want to wear an infinity scarf with the plaid shirt. It's just what it is.
Just what it is, just life.
Yeah.
Something that's going in the box that I feel like everybody on the planet can agree with. That starts in the fall. Put groups of kids in the box.
Yeah. Please.
Anytime, like kids on train,
public transportation, put them in a box.
in the street.
Yeah.
Kids at school, put them in the box.
Yeah.
Get kids out of groups.
Get them out of my sight.
Stop socializing them.
Yeah. I don't want to. I just can't.
Isolate the children.
Yeah.
They need more adult influence.
I agree.
They're fucking hanging out with each other and they're getting stupider.
Yeah. Or put them on mute. I don't want to hear them. They're
Christ,
so fucking
bro.
stupid. I can't believe I was a teenager.
Bro, I know an MTA train. Hate to see a fucking group of high school kids coming. Bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, bro. And then we got to sit there and act like it's the future. Oh, you know how it was when we were kids? No, they suck, man.
No, they suck.
They fucking suck. They're loud.
They're loud.
They're rude.
And as a New York City kid, I was one of those people.
Oh my God.
But I
so
hate that I was. I want to, if I could go
bro.
back to every adult that rode the train with me and apologize, I would. Because I hate it.
Bro, and you go man, there was nothing worse than when I was working as a teacher and then I'd leave my job and get on the train with kids from other schools being loud as shit. I'm like, I'm going to kill them.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill these kids. They're so loud and they're kids, so I get it. But fucking Christ, put them in the box.
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
Hate it.
I agree.
You have anything else?
I want to put in the box fantasy football.
Yeah.
Put it in the fucking box and lock it up and throw it in the sea.
Yeah.
There's nothing I just, for the life of me, I don't understand, straight man. You guys do fantasy football. I was there for one of your drafts.
Yep.
And everyone is miserable while doing it.
Yep.
They're miserable with any number they get.
Yeah.
No one.
Yes,
everyone's
man,
like, oh, I can't believe I got this number. And then I was like, is there a good one? Because everyone had the same reaction to every number.
Yep.
And I'm like, do you guys know joy?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do something that you don't like to do.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then on Sunday, then I have to hear the moans and the groans about, this motherfucker. And then you have JC who's like, I hate fantasy football. And he's in is it 3 leagues or 4?
3 leagues.
3 different leagues.
Yeah.
And now I have to deal with for the next forever through fall. Mm-hmm. I have to hear him moaning and groaning every fucking Sunday. And apparently football had to change their fucking schedule because now I feel like it's every fucking day.
Yeah, Thursday, Sunday, Monday.
Every day.
It's a lot of football.
It's just Wednesday and Saturday.
Yep.
I don't understand. Along with fantasy football, put real football in there as well.
It's crazy because I had that in my out football.
No, I hate it. I hate the sound of football.
It's a communal experience, man.
With who?
With my friends. It's a communal experience. It brings us together.
You guys don't need to be brought together. You guys talk every single day.
But I'm saying even my closest friends, it brings us closer together. And I have friends where
it's funny that you say that because you're cursing them out all day while you're playing fantasy football. You're like, fuck this guy. And you're like, it brings us closer together.
But I feel, you know what I'm saying? There's no apathy there. I'm happy or I'm sad, and I'm feeling. And in that like intenseness, there is community. And it's like, it's not all positive, and some of it's fucking miserable, but we're miserable as a unit.
And this is why men run the world, and this is why there's war.
Yeah.
Because you don't do anything that brings you joy. You actually hate fantasy football, and you're going to play it.
Yeah. And throughout the whole season, you're going to have sex with me, and everything's fine. That's just what it is.
It's just crazy to me.
It's more fun than it's fun to complain about, but I have fun. I love it. It's like, otherwise I wouldn't do it if I hated it. I love to complain about it. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
But, like, it's fun. Like, I had a draft yesterday, and, like, it's, like, fun. It's like a mental exercise. It's like, yo, who's better? Who's a better, smarter man?
Yeah.
When the playing field is even, like, you know, I have friends that make a lot of money, and they're better at those things than me. And, like, there's nothing I can do, but only time and a lot of it will lessen that gap.
You're like, you know what I'm better at? You might be better at being smart, but I'm better at fantasizing about men.
Yo, it's a fact. I am. And it's like, we both have the same capacity to do it.
Yeah.
So this it's something that the playing field is equal.
Yeah.
There's a true competition in that it's like, hey man, I'm not doing anything, you're not doing anything. Our minds are battling. Who do you think is a better player over fucking 5 months? And it's just it's fair. So, you know, all of my rich friends that have been crushing it in life, let's put your hunks against my hunks and see who's fucking sexier.
Another bombshell enters the villa.
Yeah, 100%. So that's in that there's like true, you know, men crave competition like that.
Yeah.
Our whole lives are dick measuring contests. And I think fantasy football is the fairest dick measuring contest that there is.
Yeah. Because you can always measure your dick by another guy's dick.
Yeah.
Because that's just what it is.
100%.
You're just using other men.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm better than you because I chose better men.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't get it. And so it goes in the fucking box.
Yeah, and then it gets
as long
taken
as
out.
Football.
Yeah, no, both of those things are out, but I appreciate that. And now I'm regretting like giving you apple and pumpkin picking because I had those going in the box.
Well, you don't get to put something in a box that you've never experienced.
Oh, yes, I do. I do that all the fucking time. You've also never played fantasy football.
Yeah, I bet I've been around it enough.
Don't fucking care. I've been around enough apples. Go. Fucking shut the fuck up. What else can go in the box? Give me the impending doom of winter.
Oh.
Like, I know the holiday season alleviates that greatly, but like temperature wise, like I do love the fall, and like out of the box come sleeves, which is exciting because my favorite weather on the planet is long sleeve shorts weather. And you only get that in the fall, I feel.
Yeah, if one thing JC is going to enjoy to do is to feel like Ariana Grande. He's going to have his sleeves on his, like, to his palm.
I love it.
It's his favorite thing.
I love it. And now, like, go full Ariana Grande, big sunglasses, and a fucking pumpkin spice latte. Fucking
a grande,
sleeves over my
one?
Yep, a grande? Yeah?
Yeah.
Go grande, fucking sleeves over my palms, and some short shorts, kneecaps out, fucking elbows covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I like to give it up. But that's just what it is. But the impending doom of winter, like, I can enjoy it, but it's the most like dread I have. Like I feel like you have when you're in something, you're like, oh, I'm sad when this is over.
Yeah.
Fall is not fall. Like I'm like, oh man, I know it's gonna be cold soon. I know it's gonna be cold, and I know the fucking day's gonna be over at 4:00. And and that's not fall's fault, but that's my least favorite part of it. I'm like,
I get that.
I know it's about to get bad.
I know.
It's about to get bad, and it feels like that part of the year is so much longer than when it's not.
Well, I feel So for me, you know, nothing in fall goes in the box because fall's the best. I feel like fall's the best time of the year, followed by the most wonderful time of the year. So for me, I'm just excited. You know, I'm born in the fall, so I'm excited for fall. I love fall. I don't start feeling doom until winter, so it's not fall's fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, the doom starts setting in around
100%.
December 22nd.
Yeah.
When I'm already like sad that Christmas is over by that point for me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what do we have after this? Yeah. And it's absolutely nothing because unfortunately winter lasts my entire life.
Yo, winter's the longest fucking thing.
Because we really barely get a spring. So really we have from January to fucking May.
Yeah.
We have 5 months of cold, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And it's not
I just need, what I'm going to need is, what do you call it? Global warming to start warming.
Yeah, well, make it warm, bro, or change the name.
Yeah,
because nobody calls it global chilling.
Well, now people are calling it climate change. I'm like, well, I liked it warming.
Yeah, climate change. Well, it's you can't allow people to self-identify, but then get mad at the climate when it changes. You know what
I mean? Yeah.
If you're a liberal cuck, you got to pick one. Yeah. Last thing that no, that's pretty much it. That goes in the box. And then the last thing I want to take out is I love when the leaves change color in fall.
Oh my God, I do too.
I love that.
It's so beautiful.
It is, I think, aesthetically
the most beautiful time. Yeah.
When the leaves are changing colors and like they're starting to fall, you're walking on a couple of them on the ground. Yeah. That's the most aesthetically pleasing time.
And it smells good.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
It's nice. And it feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I'm a summer guy. I love the summer, but it's been too hot.
Oh my God,
it's uncomfortably hot, which I'd rather over uncomfortably cold, which is where my whole stance is. But when it's not uncomfortable in either way,
it's just the perfect weather. You're wearing like maybe a sweater, maybe a jacket, and you're good.
And it's up to you.
Yeah, and then it's like if you want to be extra warm, you just put a scarf on.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I love that. So shout out to fall. Shout out to the box. And to end this podcast, we are going to do our last segment, our favorite segment called That's What They Sayin'. And this week we asked you guys what your yearbook quotes were. Because, why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's school's about to start. Yeah. We're flashing back to some school memories.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read some of your yearbook quotes. We're gonna tell you our yearbook quotes. And then we're going to talk about each other, and then we're going to judge based on your yearbook quote whether or not you were getting cheeks.
Yeah. Also, I just do want to say that I have been out of school for, 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
And for me, September, like after Labor Day, is the start of my year.
Yeah.
Still.
Like,
I don't, like January, I had to like force myself to believe that is the start of the new year, but I'm like, to who?
Yeah.
This is like new year. So like, I feel like, okay, I can start fresh this month because I do feel like, the new year has started. So that's what we did, the school thing. So anyway, let's go. I actually got more while we've been here.
Oh,
so
lovely. All right, so we'll go band for band.
Well,
ours first.
Ours first.
You go first.
Okay, so the thing is.
Yeah, let it out.
Yeah. I didn't have a quote because I didn't submit it in time.
What?
Yeah, I don't have a quote, but I actually had one that I just chose. I just was too lazy to handle it.
What would it have been?
So it's actually for the best that I didn't because it was a Bill Cosby quote.
Woo!
But
yeah, that's a tough one. The quote would have been like, if she's laughing, she wants it.
No, and here's the thing is that yes, it would have been terrible that it was a Bill Cosby quote, but for my inevitable comedy documentary, it would have been really great because this was the quote. The quote was, "Through humor, you can soften some of the worst blows that life delivers, and once you find laughter, no matter how painful your situation might be, you can survive it."
That was going to be your yearbook quote?
My yearbook quote.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a completely different Bill Cosby quote.
No,
I thought
it was like
going to
a
be
serious...
pudding pop.
Oh, that was my Bill Cosby impression, by the way.
Yeah, both of us just dropped it and wasn't our best, and it's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why we haven't made it yet.
That's why we get no engagement on our pod.
Yeah, just what it is.
That's a pretty cool one.
Yeah,
it's a bit over the top though.
But I think it would have been so good, like for the documentary when they're like, and she always knew.
Yeah.
Because it's about humor and laughter.
Yeah.
But you could just play a clip from this pod right now.
Yeah.
And then do it in slow motion and put some like songs in the background. That'll make it really nice.
A nice little dramatic TikTok at it.
Yeah.
I do feel like the best yearbook quotes are funny one-liners. And I feel like I didn't have that perspective when I was in school.
Yeah, you were
too serious.
You were trying to be too cool. You were worried about how you were being perceived.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm better at that now, but I'm still like that.
Yeah.
Way too serious. Now I'm too worried about how I'm being perceived, but I need to be being perceived as funny at all times.
Yeah.
So it's a different level of like overthinking. But funny yearbook quotes always age the best.
I think
serious quotes are trash. Fucking quotes from world leaders are trash.
Oh my God, yeah.
I thought I was cool. I had a rapper quote, but it was the worst rapper quote. It was Lil Wayne, so I felt good about it, but it was such a, I don't know why I was so big on it, man. And I'm gonna say the quote, and before I say it, I know that I'm a white woman in my heart. Just know that. My quote for the yearbook was
like a lollipop.
Would have been better. Would have been better than any other Lil Wayne line.
Please say to baby.
I'm the pussy monster would have been better than what I put. It was the song was Comfortable by Lil Wayne, still a great song.
Yeah.
And one of his the line was love, live life, proceed, progress. I gave a fucking live, laugh, love in my yearbook.
That's the biggest
and this was the
I've
same
ever had.
And I was the
no
same.
wonder you like pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah, it's
the
just
kid
true.
is a white kid.
Yeah, love, live, life, proceed, progress, and make no mistake, at that time in my life, fully saying the N-word. I don't deserve anything. Everything that I've ever built, which is nothing, deserves to be taken from me. I don't know who I am.
It could be said. It could be said that white women stole "Live, Laugh, Love" from Lil Wayne.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be. Also, you know, to put another stain on my family, Tara had "Live, Laugh, Love" in her apartment when I moved in. Like in my grandmother's apartment when she lived there and she moved out, she had "Live, Laugh, Love" on the wall.
It's so millennial core.
Yeah.
I never had it, but a lot of girls I know did.
Funny, little quick, not a funny story, but a true fact about the apartment that me, Rawlin, and Danny moved into when I was a sophomore and they were juniors. Women had been living there before, so in one of the bedrooms it had "Live, Laugh, Love" on the wall, like in a big thing, and we wanted to get it off, but we didn't get them all off at the same time. So instead of "Live, Laugh, Love," it was like what ended up saying on the wall was ham and one. That was just what stayed. Like we took off some letters, but what left was a little ham, and a little one. And me and Roland used to say it was part of our handshake. You know how guys have big handshakes? Yeah. It was ham, one. We used to do that all the time.
That's very funny.
Yeah, so that's "Live, Laugh, Love" has been prevalent in my life.
Yeah.
It was in my yearbook as well. It was in your book. Love, live life, proceed, progress.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And what haircut did you have at that point?
I had a Caesar and I wasn't getting any cheeks.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say you definitely were getting cheeks.
No time. No shot. Well, I had gotten cheeks, but I didn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Yeah.
I got them, but I didn't handle them properly.
Yeah. I'm sure you remember it so well too. Yeah.
You understand?
Okay. So now we're gonna decide if people were getting cheeks or not. So mine, I didn't give my quote in. Obviously, I was given cheeks. Yeah. I just was too busy. I was just too busy getting fucked.
Yeah, too busy giving that ass up.
To put in the quote. Too
busy bending that ass over and letting that coochie breathe.
Yeah. Okay, so our first one was they responded, didn't get printed due to profanity, and I don't recall what it was.
That's probably good.
Yeah, and this person was definitely getting cheeks.
Probably getting cheeks, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're trying to curse in the yearbook, you're a fucking bad boy, and you're getting cheeks.
Or a girl. She was giving cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have another one. We make a life by what we get, but a living by what we give. Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill?
Nerd alert!
Yeah. No, you're either a nerd or you're Jamaican. Jamaican people love Winston Churchill. Them.
Winston.
Yeah. They love Winston. I don't know why Jamaican people love Winston Churchill.
I don't know
so
either.
Much. Yeah, the amount of Jamaican Winstons that I know is more than 3.
In How Stella Got Her Groove Back with Angela Bassett, Tay Diggs' character, Jamaican kid, Winston.
Yo, bro, I met a Jamaican in Atlanta. His name was Winston Churchill Kingston. I'm not even bullshitting you. It sounds like I'm making that person up, and that person exists.
Dominican people also love like world leaders too.
Yeah, I know Dominican Winston.
Yeah.
But his name is spelled way different. There's an H in there.
And it's a Y instead of an I. Okay.
Do you think Wisin and Yandel? You think they meant to name him Winston?
I'm 100%.
100%.
100%.
The chokehold that Winston Churchill has over the minority community, which can only be rivaled by Princess Diana.
And I'm going to be really honest.
Go for it.
I don't know who Winston Churchill is. I don't know what he did, and I couldn't point him out in the lineup.
He probably didn't even do nothing like that, bro. He was in like World War II or some shit, but he was corny.
Okay, ready? We got another one. Never fear shadows. They simply mean there's light shining somewhere nearby. Virgin.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I don't. It's gonna sound like a bad joke in the beginning, but by the end, it's gonna make sense to people who know either virgin or homosexual, because Renly Baratheon would never say that. Don't fear the shadows, brother. Those are the only things you should fear.
Renly.
Those are gonna stab you in the heart, bud.
Yeah.
No. Any historical figure quotes? No cheeks.
That was an historical figure.
That sounds like something that I don't know.
That sounds like an AOL profile quote.
Yeah, that sounds like a Caucasian. That sounds like a white woman who was having some sex.
Yeah. This person had Live, Laugh, Love.
Yeah.
Over
sounds like a Live, Laugh, Lover.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say that person was getting cheeks, but because they were dumb.
Okay. And I know this person, and they were not getting cheeks. Okay. Someone said, we ain't do that back in my day, class of 04. Say your school was underfunded without saying your school was underfunded. I was 05, babes. What are you talking about?
Trying to ascribe not having... Motherfuckers in the 80s had yearbook quotes.
Yeah.
You went to a bad school, bud.
Yeah. Just say you're from the Bronx without saying you're from the Bronx.
Yeah. You're mad at us. You're acting like we're corny. Your parents didn't give you a good life, but it's just what it is. Fuck is you talking about? We didn't do that back in my day.
Yeah.
You're a fucking millennial.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm class of 05.
Yeah, y'all had no yearbook committee.
Yeah.
Because you were
couldn't afford
underfunded.
it. Yeah,
fuck out of here.
Okay, then we got another one that said...
Probably getting cheeks, though. Just based on the
100%,
neighborhood.
100%.
Probably getting cheeks, probably too many cheeks, probably has too many, he probably has more kids than he can provide for.
Yeah, it's a woman. Okay. Then this guy wrote, there are no secrets to success. It is the result of prep, hard work, and learning from failure. And this is a guy, and one thing I know about him is he probably currently describes himself as a high value man. You understand?
100%. That guy was not getting cheeks in high school, and he was mad at the chicks not giving him cheeks.
Yeah, and everyone he's come into path with since is paying for it.
One thing about this guy, he thinks that he's the nerd in the meme of the kid in high school when it's the girl that's all over the football player.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, why don't none of these girls want me? And then she goes and she comes back and she's got like 3 kids.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I want to go on a date with you now. He's like, beat it, trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who wrote that.
Yeah,
no cheeks in high
absolutely.
school. And, gets cheeks now, but at what cost?
Yeah, what cost?
I popped my balloon for him.
Yeah. I don't actually know if that was a man or not, but I just think it's funny. Okay. Then somebody wrote verse 1 of Amy Grant's I Will Remember You. So
Jesus
cringe.
Christ.
So I pulled it up and I will read it to you right now. And it was, I will be walking one day down a street far away and see a face in the crowd and smile, knowing how you made me laugh, hearing sweet echoes of you from the past. I will remember you. I mean, what was the word count on your might
Bruh.
as well be the whole fucking thing. And you definitely know she wasn't. One thing about her, she was on the yearbook committee. She pulled a couple strings for herself.
Yeah, one thing about her, she was the yearbook committee. She went to a fucking Quaker Friends school. There was 12 kids in her class, and they each got a page. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
dude.
crazy. Yeah,
That's
definitely
insane.
wasn't getting cheeks.
No shot, dude. That's insane. That's such a long quote. I can't. Hearing stuff like that, I can't, adults are really stupid because how do you look at the kids and be like, oh, this is the future? They're fucking dumb too.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, then we have another one that says, oh man, LOL. And then they wrote ... in quote, I am the captain of my fate. I am the master of my soul. And then they wrote, what the fuck was I on?
Well, I don't know what you were on, but I know what you weren't on. And that was cheeks, bud.
Yeah. But what you were really good at is being the captain of the anime club. That's what you were on.
Lilia! That's a fact, dude.
The kid ran with his hands behind his back. It's just what it is. That's just who that was.
Yeah, I'm surprised the end of that quote didn't say, and that's my ninja way. That's funny to you, but that's also a very deep cut Naruto reference.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Then we got another one that said, I was too busy being a whore and had a baby. No yearbook quotes for me. You understand? So yeah, you know, she was given cheeks.
That's a winner right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Then someone else wrote, never give up on yourself because you were the sperm cell that made it. And this is a girl I feel like that doesn't have girlfriends. I just get along with guys better.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. Because I'm like, because I was saying like the best thing to do is try to be funny, but that's bad. Yeah. She gets along with guys more.
Yeah.
She just always has more guy friends. I just get along with guys better. Yeah. I prefer to hang out. I actually just hang out with more guys. Yeah.
Okay, we got another one that said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
That's a slut who put that one in there.
It's a guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, but could be also me.
Yeah, that's a slutty girl quote. That like the biggest whore you went to high school with has a quote like that.
Yeah, tattooed on the back, above her ass.
Yeah. She's got one thing about her yearbook quote. It's also on her lower back transfer. That's what it is, and it's surrounded by tribal markings.
Yeah. Then another one said, "This is crazy. It could be over in 2 seconds with 2 weapons." Is that a rap quote?
No, that's a school shooter quote.
Yeah. So
this
this person wasn't getting cheeks, but they were building a bomb.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
Yeah.
That's probably the yearbook quote from the kid who tried to assassinate former President Donald Trump.
Yeah. This kid went to Columbine.
Yeah, it's just who he is. I got a couple, and then we'll wrap up. Let's see. Oh, somebody said, "Still I Rise."
Oh God,
motherfucker! If your yearbook quote is Maya Angelou,
yeah.
You're a loser.
You're a loser. Yeah.
You're a loser, bro.
Absolutely. And you know that they thought they killed it, and that also they had that quote somewhere in their house.
Yeah.
It's also tattooed on the inner part of their arm right
here. Yo, that's so funny. Still I Rise. And I don't got many. Somebody said still dipping. They said they went to my school, and you're a loser.
Still dipping?
Still dipping. I'm sure they didn't.
I just feel like your school just had a lot of guys that were just trying too hard.
Way too hard. I mean, look at me. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, a lot of, my shit was, even then, like I tried to, I was from there, so I couldn't front as much as I wanted to, and I still wanted to. But there's motherfuckers that like were born in Brooklyn, and those motherfuckers is way worse than people from Valley Street.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because the motherfucker,
I'm from Brooklyn. It's like you moved here when you were 7 months.
Bruh, we're in 3rd grade. You're from here, bud. Fuck is you talking about? We're all bitches. All of us have front yards and backyards. Everybody's parents are together.
Yeah.
Stupid. Somebody said, never say never because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
That's somebody who doesn't take no for an answer. Yeah, that's somebody who date raped somebody in college.
Yeah, that's somebody who's looking for a God-fearing woman. Yeah, that's somebody who wants to lead.
Yeah, that's somebody who hears a terrible story about something that happened to a woman. He asks, what was she wearing?
Yeah. 100%. Those are and Victor put cock block everybody, but he didn't put that. He's probably just trying to be fucking silly.
Oh, okay. Can you imagine?
No. Cock block everybody? They wouldn't allow that.
They wouldn't know.
Yeah, there's no way. Even in whatever shithole school he went to in the Dominican Republic, they know better than that.
He wasn't here?
I think he went to high school in DR, I think.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he graduated high school in DR, but he was there for a little bit.
Okay.
Shout out to my dog, Victor. If you want clarification on your story, Victor, you're not getting it. We've been here for too long.
Well, also, he might have been able to put cock block because they were like, what the fuck does that mean? They probably thought that was a girl's name or something.
Cock, they probably thought it was one of the chickens that was fighting outside. Like, oh, we did fuck with cock.
Yeah, we did.
Chicken.
Yeah, good
Won
chicken.
a couple matches. It's what it is. It's what it is. That's going to do it for this episode of the Soft Launch Podcast.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. 61, it was fun. It was a fucking roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster. We started at the bottom, but now we're here.
Yeah.
We made it.
I feel like it helped.
I think it did. Yeah.
I feel great about it. And thank you guys.
Make no mistake, I was crying earlier.
I was too.
On this pod.
And it was a journey, and we all went through it together. So if you made it through that first like 20 minutes and made it to the end, there was some fun.
Yeah, it was a fun episode.
And I think that should be a metaphor for us in our lives, because we were talking before this about like how it feels like we're trying for no reason.
Yeah.
Because nothing that we're doing is working. But we were talking about fucking, you got a mind, you got to keep on plucking away because you could be stopping and the diamonds could be right there.
Yeah.
And that was this episode. If you stopped in the first 20 minutes because it was a little sad, you probably feel fucking stupid because this is the best episode we've had in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
Just what it is. But thank you guys so much for listening to Soft Launch Podcast. Come to our live show on September 14th, 5 p.m. at the Stand. The link is in our bio. Use promo code Monroe for half off tickets. And if you can't come, join the Patreon. $5 a month, www.patreon.com/softlaunch. $5 a month to get all of our bonus content, episodes, and clips from our live show.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add, baby?
Nope.
And I don't want to add anything either other than thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Mendoza.
I'm Samantha Santos.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace.